Boys, welcome back to another video. So that was this morning's session, race conditioning, the exact same session in which you would have seen in last week's video, but we increased the intensity of the runs and we increased the volume of the wall balls. So literally the exact same session, other than for the first run, which was 1k, we held 4k pace for both. For the second run, the 800 meters, we held 340 pace for both rounds. Sorry, 345, that's my mistake. And then for the following run, it was 335 pace for both 600 meter runs. And then we finish off with 125 wall balls at the end. So that has increased now over the last 3 weeks from 75 wall balls to 100 wall balls to 125. I wasn't quite optimistic enough though to think that I was going to get 125 wall balls unbroken this week, because we went 75 unbroken, 100 unbroken, we went another 100 unbroken today, and then we took a short break and finished off the following 25. But I feel like my overall endurance on the wall balls is quite good. I tell you what, if I can finish my solo with 100 wall balls unbroken in Istanbul, I will be extremely gassed. But with that being said, we are now 2 weeks out today until we once again grace the HYROX course, but this time in Istanbul. So yeah, extremely excited for that. As you know, because I blabber on about it each and every video, fittest I've ever been, shape of my life. I'm just feel like I'm rocking up to Istanbul, the best athlete in which I've ever been. And with that being said as well, we have got another race a month after Istanbul now penciled in, which I will discuss with you later on this video. But as for what we did after this morning's session, we went home, we got meal one, we then boxed off a large amount of steps, went on a nice long walk after that, and then usually on Saturdays I like to give myself the day back. I don't usually do both of these sessions paired together on a Saturday, so I hit up a coffee shop and I got cracking on with some education, because that's what I like to do on my quote unquote day off. It's not really a day off, is it? Because I suppose learning as a coach is part of the job. You should be learning as a coach, and if you're not weekly, on a week-to-week basis, then ultimately you're not doing your job, right? Learn. So yeah, we're coming towards the end of prescript nutrition now, which is, yeah, it's been really good, really good. Quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed level 1, I enjoyed nutrition, or I am enjoying nutrition, should I say, and I will go through that again, right? I never just go through anything once I revisit it. So once I complete prescript nutrition, I'll then go through it again and then likely start prescript level 2, which I heard is really good as well. But we are now outside the gym. We're about to head in for our second upper hypertrophy session for the week. I wouldn't normally pair these two sessions together, but earlier in the week I did get a new tattoo. Not sure if you can see that there. I've got the Touch of God on the inner arm on my Christian themed tattoo sleeve. So obviously I've had to take a couple of days off lifting the weights, but I have still been getting in runs. I've still been getting in my Stairmaster, 2 times 60-minute Stairmaster per week. But I'm back to training today, back to lifting weights, so really excited for this session. As for what we got on the cards, we have got bench press, 3 times 5 reps at 75% of my 1 rep max. We got then some pec deck fly, lat pull down, cable lateral side raise, which I'll probably just do on a standing lateral machine, tricep extension cross body, and then incline DB curl, followed by some tricep dips to finish off. So yeah, excited for this session. I tell you what, it's only been a few days, but I missed lifting weights. So yeah, let's get it. the gym. Bear me 2 seconds, I'm just taking off my shoes. If you're wondering why I'm so up close and personal with you. Oh, but anyway, that was the session there. Can't lie, good session. Enjoyed it. Felt great. Although strength is holding on for dear life right now. It is holding on for dear life. But let's not forget, we brought down body weight quite rapidly. As we know, when you're lowering body fat, when you're lowering body weight, you have less of an ability to produce force, right? Hence why when you're dieting down, you got less nutrients going in, you're lowering body fat, lowering body weight, mass moves mass at the end of the day. It is completely foolish for you to think you're going to hold all your numbers in the gym for whilst you are dropping body fat. Obviously, we came down to mid 80 kilos. We have slowly started titrating up food from there leading into this race. So I suppose that's a completely different video in which I can take you through at a later date in regards to my new nutrition breakdown. So with that, fingers crossed, we start to see strength on that upward trajectory again. But with being a lot leaner now, with being a lot lighter, I'm very much just trying to hold strength at the minute. But strength isn't really one of my main priorities anyway right now. I'm strong enough. Steve agrees. He believes I'm strong enough. As you know, the main focus for me this whole block from Cardiff to Istanbul was aerobic development. And that is one thing that has improved majorly, very, very well. Going back to when I joined Steve, throughout my first week, which was testing, we saw that my aerobic development is what needed to improve. Mainly because when one of my testing sessions was a 60-minute zone 2 effort, my heart rate was sat at pretty much 165 on average, I believe. I'm now completing my base runs with my heart rate sat below 150 throughout. It's actually been really, really interesting to see just how my heart rate has trended down throughout base runs, going from say 165 to 160 to then maybe sat at 155 throughout, to now having my heart rate sat below 150. That has obviously been the main focus, and it's safe to say we're making some pretty good progress on that. And as for strength, it is maintaining, but yeah, the lifts are feeling heavier and heavier, the sessions are feeling harder, but regardless, if I can maintain strength whilst improving that aerobic development, then it's a win-win. But anyway, that was the session there. Gonna whip up my last meal now, my post-workout meal, and then I will see you tomorrow, funnily enough, for my Sunday morning base run. Speak then. Boys, up and at it this beautiful Sunday morning for, well, I say beautiful Sunday morning, fucking windy Sunday morning to say the least. I mean, we've just surpassed mid-July, and you're telling me that the autumn breeze is already starting to return. Not looking good for the rest of the summer, this, I tell you. Bring back the heat wave, bring back the heat wave. But anyway, like I say, we're up and at it this Sunday morning for our final session of the week, which is just going to be an 8K base run. Might turn into a 10, 12K, depending on how carried away I get with it, but we'll see. Regardless though, I'm going to leave you at home because, as you know, I don't really like carrying around my iPhone whilst I'm running. I just like to enjoy the run, to be honest. So yeah, apologies for that, but I will speak to you soon. Right, all right, so 8K run boxed off there. Did actually manage to keep it at an 8K this time. I was a good boy today. I didn't take off and get carried away. But yeah, 8K, 5:11 pace that was on average. So pace is getting good now. I'm holding a very, very good pace for what I would consider my easy runs. So yeah, all in all, feeling good, feeling good. Heart rate still staying low, well within zone 2. So happy as a whole. Like I said, it's this weekend, which marks 2 weeks out now from Istanbul. So the fact that I'm feeling the best I ever have, training's in a really, really good spot right now. I'm in a really good groove of it as a whole. It's just nice at this stage of the training block leading into the race, because trust me, coming from my bodybuilding background, I very much know what it's like when you're 2-3 weeks out from a show, you're really in your own headspace about everything, and you're there thinking, oh fuck, am I going to be ready? Am I conditioned? Am I going to be lean enough, etc, etc? And although you are, you're just very much in your own headspace about it. But with that, I'm heading into Istanbul knowing that I'm the fittest I've ever been, knowing that no stone has been left unturned. I could have not done any more up till this point in my training in order to be in the best condition possible for it. So with that, I just got to keep on ticking the boxes now over these next 2 weeks. Do as my coach says, as always, as you should, for any of my clients that are watching, and just work fucking hard at it. So yeah, I'm going to pick up a few bits now for my meal one. About to get rinsed for some fucking eggs at Tesco Express because it's Sunday morning and the main supermarkets aren't open yet, so no Aldi or Lidl. About to pay probably £5 for 6 eggs at Tesco instead. But we'll still enjoy it nonetheless. Speak soon. And that is Athens locked in for start of September, exactly a month after Istanbul. And I'll be racing again, going overseas, on the hunt this time for a World Championship qualifications, because I'm heading over there with Reese and we'll be doing an open singles each on the Saturday and then pro doubles on the Sunday. So yeah, this is now going to be the, I suppose, the what's the word I'm looking for? Framework of progression, you could say, right? We're looking for a World Championship qualification next year. I think the World Championships are going to be in Hong Kong, but a pro flag is needed. So, or at least I assume. I'm going to look up the rules and the regs, and then I'll kind of just break it down in the following video. But yeah, it's going to be our first pro doubles. I suppose, like I say, this is the framework of progression now. We got the Sub-60 open doubles. We're looking for an open doubles flag in Istanbul, and then from there it's going to be pro doubles and a World Championship qualification, hopefully. I know that London XL tickets do come out on Wednesday, early access, so where I'm affiliated with a HYROX gym, I will get the early access codes for that. So I'll be looking to get London XL locked in for start of December, and we will likely do a pro doubles there as well. Chances of a flag, highly unlikely. Well, I'm not going to say never, because I will always be training as hard as what I possibly can in order to do the best in which I can. But whether we're at that level yet, it tends to be the UK races where you get the absolute beasts turn up. So yeah, we'll kind of see. But we kind of know that in order to get a World Championship qualification for next year and secure that ticket to Hong Kong, it will likely be an overseas race in which we have to do that. It tends to be the overseas races, the European races, the Asian races as well, that are less competitive, should I say. The UK races, and I can imagine the US and the Aussie races, from what I understand, is where the big boys play, which we will get there one day, I'm sure. But anyway, that is going to be the next race locked in. So after the road to Istanbul, we are going to be on the road to Athens prior to the road to Birmingham. Exciting stuff. Soon the next one.